The Dodge Charger is a large displacement, rear-wheel drive, high horsepower, V8 jaw-dropping muscle car. Now the Charger is back, and better than ever. No, not that Charger. This one. Welcome back to ScaleSpeedworks. My name's Mike. In this episode of Classic Kit Review, we're going to be taking a look at the 5th generation 1982 to 1987 Dodge Charger. I'll cover a brief history of the car, then we'll dive into the kit itself. Thanks for stopping by today, and I hope you enjoy this episode of Classic Kit Review. Let's get started. In 1980, Chrysler introduced a new 3-door hatchback coupe based upon the front-wheel drive L platform. The Dodge Omni 024 and Plymouth Horizon TC3 were a lower, sportier version of their 5-door brethren. There were very little differences of note between the Omni and the Horizon, beyond some bodywork, styling, and slight variations of the taillights. Dodge revived the Charger nameplate, called the Charger 2.2, as a performance package on the Omni in 1981. It sported an 82 horsepower, 2.2-liter inline-4 engine and cost an extra $399. The package featured special gearing, a rear spoiler, quarter window appliques, and Charger 2.2 graphics. By 1983, Chrysler, in collaboration with Carroll Shelby, released the Dodge Shelby Charger, which was mostly an appearance package, but also included minor handling modifications. It wasn't until 1985 that the car became a serious sports car with the introduction of the Turbo 1 engine, producing 146 horsepower. By 1987, the Charger was on its way out, just in time for the 2,500-pound hatchback to become even more potent. By the end of the model run, Carroll Shelby made an agreement with Chrysler to purchase the last 1,000 Chargers off the assembly line. He updated the suspension components and sold them under the Shelby nameplate as the GLHS. The Shelby Charger, with the updated Shelby Turbo 2 engine, now produced a respectable 175 horsepower. MPC first tooled the Dodge Omni 024 in 1979. A 1981 refreshed release of the Omni featured silver bullet box art and new parts. 1982 once again saw a refresh with the Sidewinder box art and a cartoonish front bumper and intake scoop. A turbocharger 2.2 kit with a new hood bulge and graphics was the first release without the Omni 024 nameplate. By 1983, the Shelby name appeared on Charger kits, practically the same as the Omni, but with an updated hood and front bumper. Through 1985, MPC updated the Shelby Charger a few more times, reflecting updated hoods, bumpers, wheels, and graphics. Monogram even got in on the Charger game in the 1980s, tooling both a Charger 2.2 and a Shelby Charger, both released as snap kits. Round 2 has refreshed and updated the Shelby Charger kit for a 2024 release. Now that we have a little background on the cars, let's dive into the kits themselves and take a look. Let's take a look at the Dodge Omni 024. $19.80. All right. Look inside. Sealed. Pretty cool. Glass. A little tire burn back there. Not too bad. Glass needs to be cleaned up. Let's take a look at the chrome tree since that's out. We have chrome headlights, 2 chrome wheel options. Looks like a chrome alternator. Some chrome engine parts over there and over here. Those decals are definitely no good. Is that unfortunate? Well, not really. Looks like they got wet. Oh well. your two different wheel options. Fold out. We have our four-cylinder engine, optional turbo, exhaust and rear suspension, front axle, all right. Firewall wheels. All looks pretty straightforward. Let's take a look. Let's see what we get. Got some taillights. Those look fantastic. These are very, very, very tiny tires. These are Goodyear Blue Streak. Not real impressive, but they're okay. All four the same. Sealed, everything in one bag. All right, let's open it up. I think this is the best way to do it. Just dump everything out. All right. Let's take a look at the body. Body looks pretty good. There is a little bit of flash on here, not terrible. Molding looks real good. Nice, crisp, clean. Real nice. Real nice. Body looks great. Nice and straight. Yeah. Body looks great. Let's take a look at the chassis. Chassis looks halfway decent. Why do you need a sprue? Why does it need to be attached? I'm not sure. And it has a part number as well, in case you didn't know what this one huge, gigantic part is. Interior tub. Interior tub has some decent texture there. Door cards look really good. I really like those. They are kind of flat, but there is some detail on there, so that looks good. I like that. Pedals are molded in. Let's take a look at the hood. Nice flat hood. Fit of the hood is pretty good. The underhood detail is really nice on here. You can see there's a latch. Looks really nice. Except for the sink marks. Nice looking hood. Looks like a rear bumper. Nice detail. Dashboard. Not bad. Not bad. All right, well, some sink marks up here. I guess that can be cleaned up. That's not terrible. Some suspension parts. Those look pretty good. Take a look at one of the seats. Those are very narrow seats. Not super impressive seats, but they look okay. And why do we have, you know what? I bet these are stock tires. Goodyear, two-piece, plastic, no real tread definition, nothing. Interesting. Very interesting. There's the engine. Belt and pulley system. Wheel backs. Here's the sprue with the side louvers, and I don't know if you guys can see that. Side louvers are molded open. That is a very nice touch. They do need some cleanup, but a nice touch nonetheless. Looks like we have some wide body panels here. Some fender flares. Those look good. Firewall, I'm guessing. No idea. Oh, you know what? Maybe radiator support? I don't know. There's maybe a radiator shroud. The upper and lower hoses. All right. There's the console. That looks pretty good. Steering wheel. Disappointing that everything fell off the tree, but I guess it probably shouldn't be surprising considering this kit is more than 40 years old. I'm guessing that's probably a rear seat, something like that. Maybe the other way. That detail looks pretty good. That looks like maybe an underbody covering. The optional seats, those look really nice. I do like those. It's probably the best option right there. And there's the front. Again, these grills are not molded open up here or down here. That looks all right though. And let's see the fit. Fit on there is really good. Yeah, look at that. Seam lines match up, very clean. The Plymouth Horizon is obviously the sister car to the Dodge Charger. I got this at a really great price online. I think these might be a little hard to find. Let's open this up and take a look. All right, let's take a look at the decals. Decals are completely shot. Look at the glass. One-piece glass. Nice texture back here in the back window. Kit is completely sealed. That is cool. Let's get the taillight lens. Some texture on there. Looks like a Plymouth logo right there. Pretty cool. Tires. Very small. Firestone tires. These are Firestone Super Sports. Firestone Super Sports. Tread looks pretty good. But man, those are some small tires. Should we open this up? What do you guys think? Let's give it a go. Everything in one bag. And looks like, for the most part, everything stayed on the tree. Move stuff out of the way. Take a look at that grill. Opened up down here. This slats up top, those are not opened. Probably with a little bit of work. No idea what that is. That looks like a butter knife. Might be the handbrake lever. Looks like a butter knife to me. Gauges, those are very hard to see and are set back. Little bit of texture in the vents, a little bit of texture in the radio. Top of the dashboard is going to need some filling and sanding. Exhaust is loose. Very, very tiny catalytic converter and muffler. There's a tree of the suspension components. There's a fan. That actually looks pretty good. Pretty detailed there. Have here. Guessing this is the transmission and the front axle. There are the wheels. And those probably get painted up body color. There's the engine. Some seats there. Those look super comfortable. No, not. Hood. Hood looks all right. Needs a little cleanup. A little bit of texture on the underside. Let's look at the chassis. Chassis looks pretty good. Some texture down there. And lastly, let's take a look at the body and the interior here. The body, there is virtually no detail. Look at that firewall. There might be a firewall insert, and that would be okay. Body looks all right. Real sharp mold lines here. They're going to need a little bit of sanding, a little bit of work. Not bad, though. Little built-in spoiler here in the rear. Body looks nice and straight after, what, 1980? So 44 years. There is heavy texture here in the interior. That's kind of cool, I guess. Nice thing, there's really not too many mold lines or seam lines or marks or anything from the molding process. Door panels look okay. A little bit of texture on there. Not too much. Nothing on the bottom. Well, honestly, this is a pretty simple kit. There's not much to it. Let's get this thing packed up. Obviously, not much to this kit. This is a very low parts count kit. A little bit of 80s nostalgia.